you know, and he knows that as well. He's put another post up today. Now he's trying to say I'm a Fed. What's he going to do tomorrow? Like, how long is he going to carry on? Like, for another month? I can't see this going on for too long. It's because I'm not reacting, I'm not saying nothing, I'm just silent, and he's just sitting there and he's getting wound up by it. That why isn't this guy saying nothing? What's going to be on the refutation? It's stressful for him, and you know, poor guy, Bachara.
Now basically says you lot want to keep it all in the open, everything that's happened, and you want a public debate, and this is why you want to keep it up.
Look, that audio you got there of Abu Zaddin, yeah? Well, I don't see no legal issue because he hasn't mentioned the 4-letter word. All he said was snitch and basically, you know, backstreet videos or something like that, and about Anjem sending people abroad. There's no issue there. There's no issue there legally. If it's a case of, oh, why Anjem's name is in there, whatever, man, people like the media, they say much worse. They say the guy's a recruiter and, you know, he inspired this and that. Come on, man, it's no real issue. I think all it is he just doesn't want his name being dragged out in the public, which I totally understand, because even I don't want that, to be honest. But obviously, you know, my name got dragged into this whole dawah thing last night and all that stuff. Oh, listen, you need to make one clarification though, man, on your next stream. I never said I was going to go Speaker's Corner. All I said was that if I go down there, you know what I mean, it would you know, I could wrap up these guys, you know, and debate them and finish them if I wanted to, basically, yeah? But I got no intention of going down there, you know. I don't believe it's allowed for any Muslim to stand in a place like that. I believe it's haram, where they insult Rasulullah. The other mistake you made was that you said that I went and debated with Abdurrahman Hassan, or I was going to deal with him. No, it wasn't like that. It was Abu Bara that Abu Halima pushed to get him to have the debate with him. And I just threw my name in there. I said, I'm willing to help you out and get involved with Dawah Man will also do it as well. So it'll be like 2 on 2. But then obviously Abu Bara said, no, it's fine. Like, we'll leave you out of it. Which is probably good, to be honest, you know, because you know my Arabic is crap, innit? So he would have wiped the floor with me on my Arabic. But I think I actually said this. This is probably why you misunderstood me. I said about like going down Speaker's Corner pretending to be your Madkhali, isn't it? That's a dream though, isn't it? Imagine that, like, if I was a Talafi, I would get along with Shamsi so well. I would go down there and I would push Shamsi, come, let's go take on Ali Dawah, let's deal with Adnan Rashid, all these guys. And that would be so much fun. Because me and Shamsi, we're a lot like each other. Maybe you don't see that, but I think I've got a lot in common with Shamsi, you know what I mean? I like this guy, he's like a little lion, man. I like him. Yeah, he only mentioned about my iMac and Apple products because he's stingy. Because I remember we were pushing this guy to buy us some Chinese duck, and he didn't want to buy a duck. And I said, no, you have to do it as a dawah, innit? Because you just spent 300k on a house, so you must have money to take us out for a meal. And he started pulling out hadith about 1/3 for air. Man's being tight, he doesn't want to feed us no food. You owe us, man. You're living it up, man. You got Polish builders working for you, doing up your garden and putting new floorboards in for you. You can buy a man a duck. Mash work. Yeah, alhamdulillah, it's all good. At the end of the day, I just take, like I said, I took a back step from everything. But I enjoy all this stuff. I watch all of these guys anyway. And just, they're self-imploding, isn't it? They're just self-destructing. Ali Dawah's got a broken heart. Poor guy, man. He's got a broken heart. Shamsi called him an Ikhwani. You're lucky that's all he calls you. Shamsi hasn't really dealt with him properly yet. I'm waiting for Shamsi to make the comeback, man. Shamsi's going to come back and finish and wreck this guy and pull out all of his scholars and refute all of them. He's gonna make Imran ibn Mansour look amateur, man. He's amateur anyway. Imagine, like, for example, you know, there was hummus missing from this guy's food. How he'd react with his wife. Talak, 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 talak. Ikwa. He's a wild goose, man.
No, I made that part clear. I was basically explaining how the Abdurrahman Hassan debate came around. And from what I remember you saying, Abu Halima went, he got his ass handed to him by them man. Then he was calling you guys to come, but instead of you going, you said for Abu Bara to go. I think I made that pretty clear.
No. It wasn't like that. I didn't have any involvement in the aftermath of him getting done over. He said to himself, to Abdurrahman Hassan, that look, why don't I bring my ustad tomorrow and you debate him then? So basically, to make up for this cock up, basically, he got Abu Bara involved. Abu Bara was like, okay, cool, calm, I'll go anywhere. He wasn't even feeling well. But I want to arrange anyway, one day if Abu Bara is ever allowed, for them